Korea's Constitutional Court will begin reviewing the impeachment of President Yoon Suk Yeol over his December 3rd martial law attempt, while investigators plan to question him this week. All 6 current justices of the court will attend the first meeting over the impeachment, which the opposition-led parliament passed on Saturday. The court has up to 6 months to decide whether to remove Yoon from office or to reinstate him. Yoon and a number of senior officials face potential charges of insurrection for the short-lived martial law. A joint team of investigators from the police, the Defence Ministry and an anti-corruption agency are planning to call Yoon in for questioning on Wednesday. On Sunday, Yoon did not appear in response to a summons for questioning by a separate investigation by the prosecutor's office. His presidential powers will be suspended until the Constitutional Court decides whether to formally remove him from office or reinstate him. Meanwhile, South Korea's ruling party leader Han Dong-hoon said on Monday that he was stepping down. Despite party backlash over his call for President Yoon's impeachment, Han said he had no regret in doing so. All right, we'll go across to DD India's Amit Mukherjee. He has more information on this. Good morning, Amit. South Korea court begins review of Yoon Suk Yeol impeachment over his December 3rd martial law attempt. What is the latest that you can tell us?
That's right, Abhishek. In fact, the court will be meeting today, that is Monday, to take further action after the impeachment was executed and following which President Yoon Suk Yeol had to step down. But the fact remains that he still continues to be defiant. In fact, the summons which was served upon him on Wednesday, last Wednesday, to appear before the prosecutor panel on Sunday, he turned them down. He did not appear before them, which means that, he was given adequate amount of time from Wednesday till Sunday. But he still remains defiant, which is why he probably did not turn up. The investigations will be on the line of misuse of power against him and the other officials, senior officials of South Korea, during which, on the 3rd of December, he had, imposed this martial law, although it was short-lived. But the whole South Korean nation had got into some sort of a, tailspin because of this sort of a move. Now, the fact that remains to be seen is once the court meets, it will have about 180 days to take a decision on whether to impeach him or to reinstate him. Of course, President Yoon will be presenting his case also before the court, while the prosecutors who have been, charging him for various under various laws, for causing this unrest, will also be presenting their case. But we had seen in the past that this kind of a situation had happened in 2004 also, where President Moo Hyun was actually impeached, and the court had passed, although it had about 180 days to pass the order, but the order was passed in within 63 days. And also, in 2016, President Park Geun-hye, she was also impeached, and the court had passed an order within 91 days on her decision. However, in the first case, as far as President Moo Hyun is concerned, the court had ordered reinstatement of the president. But in the case of, President Yoon, she was actually removed from the post of the president. So it can go either ways, depending on what President Yoon and, impeached President Yoon and the prosecutors present before the court, as far as his removal from the presidency is concerned.
It will be interesting to see whether he makes a comeback, or are there any chances of reinstating him? You're saying it will take, they have 180 days, 6 months to be precise. But Amit, South Korea's ruling party leader Han Dong-hoon has stepped down. How do you see this development? And also, Han Duk-soo has taken over as acting president. What do you think will be the biggest challenge for him?
Well, you see, People's Power Party's chief Dong-hoon, he stepped down saying that the decision, although the decision to implement the martial law was taken by a president from his own party, he has taken the moral responsibility, saying that this kind of an action by the President Yoon had caused a lot of unrest within the country, and it had caused a lot of inconvenience to the people of South Korea, which is why he's taking the responsibility of stepping down. In fact, if you look at how things had happened, there were 2 rounds of this impeachment process, but in the first round, Dong had asked President Yoon to step down, and he said that he will not support the impeachment, but The condition was he should have stepped down. But when he did not, even after the impeachment, on the second round, Dong Hun, the president of People's Power Party, the same party from which President Yoon Suk Yeol also
Yeah.
comes, he decided that he will go against the president, and he supported the impeachment motion, which is why we saw that 204 versus 85, and President Yoon was actually taken out of his office, during the impeachment process. So it was very clear that he had taken a responsibility. Initially, he had given a very dignified exit for President Yoon, which he did not accept. Of course, in the second round, he supported the whole impeachment process, and president was taken out. So, I mean, he actually, he also understands the fact that, the people's sentiments were against President Yoon. And also, I mean, it had created some kind of a dent as far as both party is concerned, which is why I think it's quite a good decision by him to step down. Abhishek?
I was also asking about the challenges for the acting president, Han Duck-soo.
Yes, Han Duck-soo, who has been the Prime Minister of South Korea, has now been entrusted to take forward all the process as far as South Korea is concerned. He has been a public servant for long. He understands the entire process, the entire administrative process. His prime job will be to kind of ensure that there's a lot of calm, there's peace in the country, especially after there has been a lot of turmoil because of this martial law, which was actually enforced on the people. And a lot of people said it was actually a big blow to the democracy of South Korea. So which is why, I mean, his prime aim would be to restore peace and order, and also ensure that the administrative work and the regular functioning of the government is kind of conducted in a very, very hassle-free manner. Because there's a lot of the financial markets worldwide, they are also looking at South Korea. It is a very, very important market as far as the global economy is concerned. So any kind of unrest, political unrest would actually translate into, bad effects on the financial markets and the global trade, which is why, again, it's a very, very important task for the Prime Minister to ensure that peace is maintained. The global image as far as South Korea is concerned, the business deals which it has with other countries, including Europe, Asia, and also America. I mean, that is kind of, it is in place. Nothing really goes wrong.
All right, Amit. Well, leave it at that. Thank you for your inputs.